Alright, so who do I have here with me today?
All right, darling Rodney.
Um, how old are you?
I'm 60-year-old.
60. Where did you grow up?
I was born and grew in Kingston, Jamaica, West Indies.
What was it like growing up in Jamaica?
Back in that time, everything was, I would say, good, happy, good childhood. None to worry about back then.
So if you're 60, what time, like what was the time period? Like 1918, the
Okay,
1200s?
obviously I was born 1961,
So you 59.
and I came to America in 1977 at the age of 15, 16.
Alright, so that's very important because you the closest thing I have to like a time machine where you could break down how things was back then to how things are now, which is one of the good reasons why I wanted to interview you. How did you grow up in Jamaica?
Growing up in Jamaica back then, okay, like me say, I was like the eighth of 9 kids.
So you had 8 siblings.
I had 8 siblings. I had 3 sisters and
You didn't
5
have.
brothers.
What was the relationship like with your parents? Like how was your household?
Okay, the parents was, okay, mommy usually take care of everything. Daddy work, bring in the money, give it to mommy. Mommy take care of us. Daddy usually go away, work, come in like on the weekends, and mommy stay with us the whole time.
So your father had like a job where he wasn't home during the week?
Yeah, he wasn't home all the time.
What did he do?
He was like a mechanic for a big company, but it was like way out in the country. So he really couldn't travel back and forth because it was like a long journey. So he would stay and like for 3 days and then come and stay home for 3 days, then go back, things like that.
So what did he use for transportation?
Okay, most of the time a friend would bring him home and a friend would pick him up until he had a car for a period of time. Then somehow the car would mash up or disappear in the park in the yard for a long time. And then, it just go back and forth. If it's not traveling with a friend, then him own a car, but then owning the car wouldn't be for long. At least that's my memory.
Do you remember how the cars were back then?
Oh yeah, he had a car, the name was like a Prefect. I don't know if anybody remember Prefect. Then he had a Volkswagen. He had, that's mainly the 2 cars we remember him having. I remember him having a Volkswagen van and him having the little Volkswagen car. Those 2 cars I remember. And I remember him always working on them. Always. Because obviously they wasn't brand new cars. So I have to rebuild them.
So
Like I say, he was a mechanic.
So it was your 2 parents, they had 9 kids.
Yeah.
How did you guys end up in the US?
Okay, the traveling with the US, as far as I can remember, was my oldest sister got married and her husband and family migrated to the US, and then she came to the US with them and she sent back for mommy, and then mommy came to the US with big brother, and then mommy sent for daddy.
You can't talk like that. I think you need to give names. Like
No. He could talk like that. He could
Really?
talk like that. Yeah.
Cause I can't follow. I only follow because I know.
I'm gonna sum up everything.
All right.
Yo, how my
then-
interview keep getting interrupted?
And then, mommy, you have to
Sure.
go to enough editing.
Yeah, I'm not editing
And
nothing.
then-
This is organic. This is real.
might-
This is how we doing it.
Can't do it,
So you
someone.
don't sound good then. Don't.
But
speak
so the
like that.
moral of the story is, you guys came over to America slowly, like one at a time,
One at a time.
due to different circumstances.
Yeah, and what happened is that in Jamaica at that time, I don't know if it changed, but you could have, if you file to come to Jamaica, it can take between 1 and 2 years. But if you end up with your 21st birthday, it doesn't matter how long you file. At the 21st birthday, if you don't migrate to Jamaica by then, the whole process have to start over.
Damn.
Yeah, old process. So she had to pick up those who's gonna be 21 before they becomes 21. Because after 21, you're on your own. So it's kind of more difficult for her to file for you as a child. So that's why she have to keep taking up the big one. You know, so she'll take up big son, then the next one in line, the next one in line.
Before
Like,
you guys reach
right,
21.
And then now, the last 4 she was picking up, we was like, I would say 20. No, it was like 18, 17, 16, and 12. So she had time. So she just scoop up all 4 of us one time.
So everyone was able to make it.
Everyone made it. All the siblings made it. And she had to come back for the grandkids. Yeah, she come back for the grandkids.
So how old were you when you came to America?
I was about 16. 15, 16.
What was, did you come by yourself?
No, I came with my older brother, my older sister. When I say older, I mean older than I am. And my younger brother.
So you all traveled together, went to the airport, hopped on a plane,
Yeah,
and
we
traveled together.
We all had to travel together, pick up our tickets, and make sure we get the cab and the whole journey, coming to the airport by ourselves, go on the plane, take the journey home.
So do you remember what it was like for you? Because I'm trying to picture it. You're 16. It's your turn to now come to America. Do you remember like your mindset? Did you want to come? Were you excited about coming?
I was excited, I was confused, I was like, everything was going through my head. I had to leave. We were coming to a strange place. We were, it was a hard time coming. We had to pick up our own visa. We were all kids. Everything was just chaos. We had ritual to do before we reached. We had things to get in order. We were leaving grandma behind. We were leaving nephews and nieces behind. It was all confusing, but we knew that's what we had to do, so we just go through the process and did it.
What you mean ritual to do before you leave?
Okay, when leaving Jamaica, you ever get instructions of things you have to do, like rule number 1, you can't tell nobody you're leaving. You have to leave very, very early to go to the airport. You have to make sure no one knows. You have to be on time. Just all the things that you must do in order to be successful.
But why was it so secretive? Why did it have to be so secretive?
Well, in Jamaica, it's like, everybody think like, if someone know you're doing something successful, then, like you say like the continents of one man, if him grudgeful, what we consider grudgeful, and film vibes and film action are going to prevent you from succeed. So therefore you can't make him know what you gonna do, because you don't want him to send out bad vibes, you know, and stop your progress. So the deal is, tell no one what you're doing, let no one know what you're doing, and get it done very early, no hesitation. You know, all these things have to be done. You have to clear your path, you have to make sure the things run right, and just move quickly, swiftly, and get things out. That's what the whole idea is about.
So when you came to America, how did you get settled in?
Oh, that was a journey within itself now. First thing first, coming to America, if I remember correctly, we take the train from the plane. I remember they come and pick us up at the airport. And if I'm not lying, I think we take a cab to the subway. I swear. We take a cab to the subway. And then on the way, then we take a train to the house. And I think that was like a lesson Mother was trying to teach us of what the thought we had of America wasn't the reality of America. Because we really think America was paved with gold. And she was showing us that now, from the moment you enter America, this is your traveling. And those who remember how the subway used to look back in the 70s.
A lot of graffiti and stuff, right?
And the lights going out, and a lot of broken bottles on the street, and all these things. It wasn't a pleasant place in Brooklyn at the time. And she wanted to show me that from the beginning, from the moment you step off of the plane, she wanted to see that. So that's why I think she make me take the subway home and make me, you know, experience it from the beginning. This is America. It wasn't the pretty glamorous place where you think it is. And that was our experience from the beginning. That's the start of our experience.
And so what was high school like?
You gonna make it, or you not? There ain't no telling. Ain't no telling. People they trapping, they shooting, they doing the most. There ain't no telling. My brothers is felons, they won't let them go. No. There ain't no telling, like who knows? How about the band? Oh, thank God for the proof, though. There ain't no telling, but God is the way, yeah. And that's all that I'm yelling. Ain't no telling, yeah. Come up with money, some people get jealous, yeah. I just came up so they hearing my message, yeah. Ain't no telling, y'all, ain't no telling, no.